Double match week over in League 2, of course, with Crawley making it into the automatic spots. What's going on in League 2? We're going to take a little look next. So, of course, promise giving another prediction video today. We take a look at match number 11, of course, over in League 2. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, stop what you're doing, swallow what you're chewing, smash the old subscribe button, bang up to date with all things League 2 related, Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here, boys, under one rooski. Oh, my days. It's absolutely batshit crazy, is this League 2. We've got the likes of Wimbledon, we've got the likes of Swindon, Gillingham. They're all in the mix for promotion at the minute in England's 4th tier, of course. But who will be in the driving seat come at the end of the games this week? We'll take a look at it, all of it in a second. A big shout out to some of the VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. If you want to become a patron and help us out, check out the links down below, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. But of course, we are getting in the deep end here and taking a good old look at how you got on, how I got on, how we all got on in last weekend's action. So here are the games and here are the results, of course. I don't think I did good, so it's not about the winning, it's about the taking part. That's what happens. Of course, Stanley lost 3-1, of course, to Stockport County. I went the other way. Barrow with a big 3-2 win over Doncaster Rovers. I went with a draw on that one. Bradford City lost at home, would you believe it, to Walsall. 3-1 win for them, 2-0 win for me. Colchester United picked up a 5-4 win over Notts County, 2-0 win I went. I did go with Crawley over Sutton. 3-0 it was. 2-1 win for me. Gillingham could only muster a draw against Mansfield. I went with a 2-0 win. Morecambe with a big 2-1 away win for them over Forest Green. I went with a 1-1 draw. Harrogate with a 1-0 win over MK Dons. 3-1 win for me. Oh, it's so bad. Salford City with a 2-1 win over Newport County. I went the other way. Of course, Swindon Town with a 2-1 win over Grimsby. 2-0 win in my eyes. Wimbledon 4-1 win over Tranmere. I got one with a draw. And of course, Wrexham 3, Crewe 3. 3-1 win for me. So I think, and it doesn't take a mathematician to work out. I got 2 out of 12, which is grim times. But hey, it is of course back. It's the EFL. You just don't know. And of course, 2 gets me the wooden spoon. Yes, it does. Grim times. Grim times indeed. Chris Stocks though, and Swindon Harvey and Andy absolutely flexing their prediction mixed muscles this week, getting 7 out of the 12. What's that done to the overall table? Well, I'll look then, shall we? These are your leaders. It is Andy, 49 points on the board. James PCFC is in second. Shane O'Donnell alongside him in second, with then the chasing pack He-Man Hussein, Swindon Harvey, Shepherd Russell, Ocha Oma Murat, Tom Davies, Vinny Hung, and Chris Stocks completes the pack there. That's your power 10. I don't know where. I'll probably be in there somewhere, but I'm not counting. It's all about you. It's not about me. It's about you, of course. And this is what the table looks like. Notts County are top with Crawley level. Actually, they're not. They're second. They're top. Crawley are doing things. I can't believe it. Meanwhile, Swindon Town, they are yet to lose. Swindon yet to lose. Also Mansfield, they're doing also bits. Gillingham out of the top 3 now, and of course Wrexham in 9th. Of course with Stockport, Crewe, Wimbledon. It's just so crazy, so tight. Even my big boys, the Salfords, the Doncaster Rovers, yet to really get going. Your Accrington Stanleys, your Morecambes, your MK Dons, yet to really get going. So, who knows what's going to happen this time out. Let's go back there. Sorry, that's the link, cut/League 2. If you want to get in there with the Prediction League, it is free. Come on. Let's flex your prediction muscles in this double match week. See if you can out-predict me, the prediction king. Now, before we get to the deep end, of course, make sure you smash your subscribe button. Why am I saying this? Well, a whopper 78.7% of the viewers for this channel are not subscribed. Do us a favor and hit the old subscribe button and become a permanent member of the family. And of course, we can look forward to seeing us on a regular basis. That's right. But anyway, we are talking about the next round of games, which are these. Of course, so we'll jump in the deep end and have a little look at them. Of course, 1 bar bloody 1. The games are coming thick and fast, coming at you on the Tuesday, October the 3rd, so no rest for the wicked. So get in there, get your picks in, and away we go. Kick it all off with Crewe up against Gillingham at Gresty Road. These two sides have played each other 28 times since the year 2000. We've got 10 wins for Crewe, we've got 13 wins for Gillingham, we've got 5 draws, of course. Bigsman for Crewe, 3-0 wins, scoring 38 goals in the 28 matches, 1.36 goals a game. Gillingham on the flip side, 4-1 win, scoring 41 goals in the 28 matches, 1.46 goals a game. Gillingham are 4th right now with 19 points on the board, but back to back-to-back games now without a win. 58% form for them over the last 6. Crewe just the one defeat the past 6, 67% form. They are 7th with 17 points. So a win for Crewe technically would see them leapfrog Gillingham in the process. Last time around, over at Gresty Road, it was a 1-1 draw. And Crewe are unbeaten against Gillingham at Gresty Road over the last 2 occasions. But the odds for this one then, shall we got 7-4 is your Crewe, 11-5 is the draw, 13-8 is your way win. This was a tight one. Going to go with a 2-1 win for Crewe. I like Gillingham. I do like Crewe, so let's give them the 3 point. It's a split. It's fine margins on this one. Next up, we have Doncaster. My early tips way back when to be promoted up against Crawley. An early tip for me, who I thought were going to get relegated. But guess what? The tables have turned. Played each other 8 times in 2012. 2 wins for Doncaster, 1 for Crewe. One for Crawley. And we've got 5 draws. Scores. Biggest win for Doncaster, 5-0 win. They scored 12 goals in those 8 matches, 1.50 goals a game. Up against Crawley, their biggest win was their only win, and it was a 1-0 win, scoring just the 5 goals in the 8 matches, 0.63 goals a game. They are second, 92% form for them right now. 5 wins on the bounce, absolutely incredible. Meanwhile, Doncaster have turned up a little bit, 58% form for them right now, just 1 defeat past 4, but they are 21st, a long way ago. Last time around over at the Keep Motor, it was a 4-1 win for Doncaster, who were unbeaten against Crawley over the last 6, picking up a couple of wins and 4 draws in the process. The odds here, 31-20 is your Doncaster, 35 is draw, 8-5 is your Crawley. Crawley are red hot right now, but I'm going to go with Doncaster. I believe in them. I believe in the McCann. I believe in the Doncaster. I think they're going to climb the table eventually. It's just got to click into gear sooner rather than later. Meanwhile, Morecambe up against Accrington, Stanley, a bit of a Northwest crunch class coming at you at the Globe Aztec Arena, or whatever they call it. Played each other 34 times, 2003. We've got 6 wins for Morecambe. We got 20 wins for Accrington, and we've got 8 draws, of course. Biggest win for Morecambe was a 2-0 win, scoring 38 goals in those 34 matches, 1.12 goals a game. Up against Stanley, of course, biggest win for them, 5-1 win, scoring 57 goals in those 34 matches, 1.68 goals a game as well. So Accrington, just 1 win and 4 for them, 53% form for them. They are 15th for the table in 13th, 13 points right now. Morecambe on the flip side, 42% form, just 1 win and 4, 12th in the table, 14 points on the board as well. Last time around over at Morecambe, it was a 2-0 win for Morecambe back in December 2022 when, of course, both of these two sides were in League One. The odds, 70-10 is your Morecambe, 23-10 is the draw, 8-5 is your away win here. We're back in Morecambe to take the victory here, 2-1 win at home, 3 points in the bag, and of course, away they go. Next up, we have Walsall up against MK Dons coming at you at the Bescot. Now, these two sides have played each other 32 times since 2001. We've got 12 wins for Walsall, 10 wins for MK Dons, and we've got 10 draws as well. The biggest win for Walsall, 3-0 win, scoring 34 goals in the 12 matches, 1.06 goals a game. On the flip side, MK Dons' biggest win, 4-1 win, scoring 36 goals in the 32. That's 1.13 goals a game. They are, of course, in 11th with 14 points on the board. Just 1 win and 6 now for MK Dons. Bit of a rough patch. Meanwhile, Walsall on the flip side, 2 defeats in the last 6, 58% form for them. They are 13th in the table. Bit of a mid-table crunch clash as both sides are on 14. Last time around in the league was a 1-0 win for Walsall at the Bescot back in February 2018. And again, both sides were in League One here. 13-8 is your Walsall's, 8-5 is your MK Dons, 12-5 is the draw. We are going to go 0-2. Of course, MK Dons taking the victory. Walsall going home with nothing. That's right. Grimsby Town up against Barrow, of course, in the is that Yorkshire? Would we class that as Yorkshire? I don't know. My geography is a little bit rusty. Played to the 12 times to 2010. We got 7 wins for Grimsby, just the 1 win for Barrow, and 4 draws, of course. Biggest win for Grimsby, 4-1 win, scoring 22 goals in the 12 matches, 1.83 goals a game. Barrow's one and only win was a 1-0 win. They scored just the 10 goals in the 12 matches, 0.83 goals a game. But Barrow are flying high in 10th with 15 points on the board, 50% form for them, 1-2 lost to and drawn to. Up against Grimsby without a win in 5 now, 25% form. They are 19th. They're in a bit of trouble. Paul Hurst has got to get some results in fast. Last time around, over in Grimsby was a 1-0 win for Grimsby. That was back in April 2023. The odds for this one then, shall we have 11-10 is your host, 12-5 is the draw, 5-2 is your away win. It smells like a draw to me. Point apiece, point in the bag. I think Barrow will be happier on this one. Meanwhile, Harrogate up against Wimbledon. Coming at you over at Harrogate. Now, these two sides have played each other 2 times in 2022. We got 1 win for Wimbledon, nothing for Harrogate. And 1 draw, of course. Harrogate scoring just the 4 goals in the 2 matches, 2 goals a game average. On the flip side, Wimbledon scoring 5 goals over the 2, that's 2.5 goals a game. And of course, their biggest win was a 3-2 win. Wimbledon are flying high now in the playoffs in 6th spot with 17 points on the board. Just the 1 defeat of the last 6 games. Up against Harrogate, also just the 1 defeat of the last 5, 58% form for them. They are 16th with 13 points on the table. Last time around in Harrogate was a 2-2 draw. And of course, Harrogate on the back of back-to-back wins, looking A-OK at the moment. But the odds for this one, we have 11-5 as your host, 12-5 as your draw, and 5-4 is your away win, of course. Going to go with a 1-0 win for Wimbledon here. Point to the bag, or 3 points to the bag. And of course, Harrogate Harrogate taking the L on this one. Mansfield Town up against Wrexham, of course. Bit of a zinger chicken dinner, this one coming at you as well on the same match day. 16 times they played each other since 2005. We've got 5 wins for Mansfield, 7 wins for Wrexham, and we've got 4 draws, of course. Biggest win for Mansfield, 3-0 win, scoring 21 goals in the 16 matches, 1.31 goals a game ratio. Wrexham on the flip side, 7 wins for them, 4-1 was their biggest, 22 goals scored in those 16 matches, 1.38 goals a game. Of course, Wrexham back-to-back games now without a win, 75% form for them. They are 9th with 16 points on the board. On the flip side, though, Mansfield are on 75% form for them, unbeaten in the last 6, 5th in the table with 18 points on the board. Last time I played each other in Mansfield, it was a 1-0 win for Mansfield. Of course, back-to-back wins over Wrexham in Mansfield, stretching all the way back to 2012. The odds for this one then, shall we have Mansfield 6-5 for the Wrexham, 2-1 is your Wrexham, and 13-5 is your draw here. Going to go with a 2-2 win. Cloughie's boys taking the 3 points. Hollywood FC taking nothing. Next up, of course, we have Newport County up against Colchester United. That's over in Wales, of course. Now, these two sides have played each other 14 times. In 2016, we've got 5 wins apiece and 4 draws. Of course, biggest win for Newport County, just the 2-0 win. Scoring 14 goals in those 14 matches as goal a game average. The biggest win for Colchester was a 3-0 win, scoring 15 goals in 14 matches. That's 1.07 goals a game. 18th place Colchester on 42% form for them right now. Just 1 win in 4 up against Newport County without a win in last 6 games. They are 17th with 11 points on the board as well. Last time around, though, in Newport County, it was a 2-0 win. That was back in November 2022. Colchester haven't won in the last 3 occasions. In fact, they haven't scored in the last 3 occasions against Newport County. Can they do it this time around? 23-20 is your host, 13-5 is your draw, and we've got 11-5 is your away win. I am going with Colchester here. 2-1 win, surprise win perhaps. 3 points in the bag for the away side. Next up, we have Notts County. Notts County against Swindon Town. Bit of a zinger chicken dinner. This one, it is first up against third. Played each other 22 times since 1984. We've got 6 wins for Notts County, 11 wins for Swindon. We've got 5 draws, of course. Biggest win for Notts County, just the 2-0 win, scoring 16 goals in the 22 matches, 0.73 goals a game. Up against Swindon, 5-0 win was their biggest, 34 goals scored in those 22 matches, 1.55 goals a game. Up against Swindon then, of course, 83% form without a win, without a loss in at least the last 6 games. Our third with 19 points on the board. Up against Notts County, of course, 2 defeats in the last 4 for them, 58% form for them over the last 6, but they are top with 20 points at the moment. Last time around, though, in Notts County was a 2-1 win for Swindon back in October 2018. They're unbeaten in the last 3, are Swindon against Notts County. But the odds here, 4-3 on is your Notts County, 3-1 draw, 16-5 is your way win. It could be a draw here. Going to go it very tight one. 3-2 win, goal fest, 5 in it. Giving it to Notts County, though. They're taking the points on this one. Stockport County up against the Vegans. That's right, coming at you over in Stockport now. These two sides, again, have played each other 4 times in 2011. We've got 1 win for Stockport. We've got 2 wins for Forest Green, and we've got 1 draw, of course. Stockport, though, 4 wins on the bounce. 75% form for them. They are 8th for the table with 17 points on the board. Up against Forest Green, of course, 4 defeats on the spin, 22nd in the table with just 7 points. Let's turn it back the clock, of course, back to 2011, just the 4 games between them. Of course, the one and only win for Stockport was a 2-1 win. They've scored just the 4 goals in the 4 matches. That's goal a game average. Their Vegans on the flip side, their biggest win over Stockport was a 4-1 win, scoring 7 goals in the 4 matches, 1.75 goals a game. Last time around in Stockport was a 2-1 win for Stockport back in January 2013. It's been a long time, guys. And of course, they are favoured for this one. 5-2 on for the victory here. 7-2 is, of course, the draw. 50-2 is your away win. No change here. 2-0 win for me. Stockport taking the points. Vegans taking the L on this one. And then it's Sutton United against Salford, of course, coming at Sutton. Now, these two sides have played each other 6 times in 2018. We got 1 win for Sutton, 3 for Salford, and we got 2 draws, of course. Biggest win for Sutton, it was the only win. It was 2-1 win, scoring 3 goals in the 6 matches, 0.50 goals a game. Salford on the flip side, their biggest win was a 2-0 win, scoring 7 goals in the 6 matches, 1.17 goals a game. Again, just 1 win in 6 for Salford. That was the last one. 17% form for them. They are 20th for the table with 10 points. Up against Sutton United, who are rock bottom with 4 points on the board. And of course, without a win in the last 7 games, 8% form for them over the last 6. Last time I played each other, though, in Sutton was a 2-1 win for Salford, who were unbeaten against the Salford are unbeaten against Sutton over the last 5. And just conceded the 1 goal against them. Goodness gracious me, they like playing them. But of course, 13-8 is your Sutton, 13-5 is the draw, 6-4 is your away win. Gonna go with the draw here, point apiece. And again, I think another point in the bag. Salford slowly but surely getting the points in. Tranmere Rovers up against Bradford City, coming at you over in Tranmere. Played each other 22 times in 1986. We've got 7 wins for Tranmere, 10 for Bradford. And we've got 5 draws. Of course, biggest win for Tranmere, 3-0 win, scoring 26 goals in the 22 matches, 1.18 goals a game. Bradford on the flip side, 2-0 win, their biggest, 27 goals scored forward in the 22, 1.23 goals a game. Bradford back-to-back defeats for them. They are 14th at the table with just 13 points on the board. Up against Tranmere, of course, just one win is 6, 23rd in the table with 6 points on the board right now. Last time around in Tranmere was a 2-1 win for Bradford, who are unbeaten in the last 3 against Tranmere. Of course, the odds here 2-1 is your Tranmere, 11-8 is your Bradford, 23-10 is the draw. 2-1 win for Tranmere here, shocker Rooney, and of course, Bradford in trouble under Mark Hughes, of course, and that completes the pack, guys. Take a picture, take a selfie, whatever you want to do. Make sure you do it, of course. And, of course, don't forget to get your picks in here. Cut League 2. This is what the table will look like. If I'm right, Notts County remain top of the pops. Mansfield in second. Wimbledon up to third. Dizzy heights. Stockport, Crewe, Crawley, and Swindon in the playoffs. Going down, the Vegans and Sutton United. And, of course, don't forget, guys, to smash your like, smash your share, and, of course, subscribe. I remember, once again, 78.7% of the viewers for this channel are not subscribed. Do us all a favour and hit the all magical button. Of course, come back next time around when we do it all again. But until then, we're done.